Hey guys, it's Abby or By the Angel Books, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my Christmas and book outlet book hauls. So I got some books for Christmas, 3 that are just kind of out there, not really like reading books, and then the others are just box series, so that's not going to take very long, so I decided to group it with my book outlet unboxing haul. So to start off, I will group these 2 books together. I got the Houseplant Encyclopedia and Cacti and Succulents. If you can't tell, I'm kind of obsessed with plants. I love my houseplants so much. I literally name every single one of them. They're like my kids. And so my grandparents knew that, and so they got me these 2 books about them because I just did recently start, despite my obsession growing very rapidly. And then the third little book I was talking about that's not really like reading is 642 Tiny Things to Write About. I put this on my Amazon wishlist because I saw Whitney from Whitney Novels talk about how these can be really good journaling prompts if you don't know what you want to do, and as a journaler, sometimes I do have journaling block. Next 3 things are boxed series that I asked for, and the first one is the Grisha trilogy. I have not read this yet, by Leigh Bardugo. I'm very interested in both this and her second duology, so I'm really excited to get into these because I would like to just binge Leigh Bardugo when I have the time, and now I have at least the first 3 books to do so. The next series is quite the hefty one, and that is the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare, obviously. Yeah, big whoop-de-doo. I had not owned this series yet, which is crazy considering my name is literally By the Angel Books, and this is literally my favorite series, but I hadn't owned it because I read it originally from the library, and I had a really hard time justifying buying all of these books for all that money when I had already read it and I could spend my money on books I hadn't read yet. So I requested it for my birthday and Christmas like the last 2 years repetitively, and I had not gotten it, and this year was like, I need these books. And then my last box set that I got is the Lunar Chronicles, which I did put on my Amazon wishlist but totally was not expecting to get, which was a super fun surprise for my grandparents. Obviously these have a ton of good reviews. I just personally have not read them yet, and I'm really excited to now have the opportunity to do so. So that went by pretty quick because I didn't get, I got a good amount of books for Christmas. That's not all that I asked for, so I got some other stuff as well, but those are all the books that I got for Christmas. So now into the book outlet unboxing. So here's my box. Clearly I have already opened it, but I did not actually look inside at all. As you can see, I still have the brown paper in there because I was like, actually I want to do an unboxing, and so yeah, I've cut into the box but I haven't looked in, so this still counts as an unboxing. So I'm just gonna go with our grab and go strategy. I think I bought about 13 books, so we'll kind of get through all of these pretty quickly. So the first book I'm pulling out is Everything Leads to You by Nina LaCour, and I am beyond excited about this book. I feel like it's pretty popular. It was definitely popular like last year and the last 2 years, so I'm not really going to go into the plot of it, but if you're curious, for sure look it up. I am super excited, and for sure I will have a review about this because I am unbelievably excited to read it. Yes, I thought I got this in hardcover, which is kind of disappointing, but otherwise I'm so excited to read this book. And if you're going to North Texas Teen Book Festival this year, which I plan to, she is going to be there, and I am definitely getting this signed. Next book I have here is Forgive Me Leonard Peacock by Matthew Quick. A friend of mine got this off a book outlet a while ago, and she absolutely loved it and adored it. I definitely have had it in my cart several times and taken it out and to replace it with something else that I'd rather get off a book outlet if I have like a quota for myself. So I have taken this out quite a few times, and this time I was like, no, you know what? I want it. I'm gonna read it. Also, again, he's going to be at North Texas Teen Book Festival, so hopefully I can meet him and get this signed. What? So, I don't remember ordering 2 of this, but apparently I did. Like, I guess I added it to my cart twice and just didn't realize. So, here is tonight. The Streets Are Ours by Layla Sales. Apparently I have 2 copies now, which is great. Did not realize I put 2 in my cart apparently, so here we are. I'll probably just give one to a friend or something. That's so crazy. I can't believe I literally just like did not notice. I love wasting my money. Anyway, this author wrote this Song Will Save Your Life, which is one of my favorite books of 2015, like 2 years ago now. But I really enjoyed it. I also own one of her other books. I haven't read yet though. But this one sounds really interesting. She just writes these very kind of like spontaneous adventure stories and like fun things like that, which is always like, oh, wish I could be that person. But it's fun to read about even though you can't. Next two books I got are Half Wild and Half Lost, which are the next two books in the Half Bad series, which I started spring of last year and I just couldn't get into it, but now I have the whole series. That's part of why is like I didn't want to not be able to continue it, literally part of why I put it down. But now I have all three books, so I can just binge them whenever my little heart desires. Next book I have is The Wolf in the White Van. I saw Reagan from Peru's Project really enjoy this book, and so I thought I would pick it up too. It's about this boy who had an illness, and so he's kind of stuck to his home, and he develops this reality that people can go play in like a video game, and it just sounds really interesting. Again, nice short read if I'm ever feeling like I want a little bit more of an intense contemporary that's short, because I sometimes am in the mood for short books but also not in the mood for just like fluff, so this will be a good one to pick up in those occasions. What? Sorry guys, the angle and stuff had to change a little bit. I had to change out my battery. Next book that I got is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. One of my best friends who is also a huge reader loves Morgan Matson, literally her favorite author. So I told her that I would read this. She really enjoyed it. Obviously we're kind of in winter right now and this is very clearly a summer book, but maybe I'll get to it in the spring and still enjoy it just as thoroughly. Two books I pull out are The Winter's Crime and The Winter's Kiss, which are two books in the Winter's series. And I already have the first book, so this is another thing like Half Lost and Half Bad, or the Half Bad series. I always like to read series, but I get really nervous that I'm not going to be able to find the other ones in the series to read, so now that I have these, we're gonna have a good time. Next book I pull out is The Wrath of the Dawn by Renee Addy. I am beyond excited about this book. You have probably heard amazing amounts of buzz about this book, but I am super excited to read it. It sounds really interesting. It's a duology, I believe, maybe a trilogy, and the second one recently came out, and I'm just really excited to read it. It sounds unbelievably amazing. Final book I pull out is Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. This book is about a girl with kind of extreme anxiety who is going on a date or just trying to be in the dating realm, which is very real because I personally have recently come to have a lot of anxiety, especially like social anxiety, so this one is just going to be a really nice refreshing read to see some representation and not it be like, oh, Manic Pixie Dream Girl has anxiety, you know what I mean. So just like Everything Leads to You, this one is coming up so soon, like on my TBR top of the list. So excited. So that concludes my Christmas and book outlet hauls. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, remember to leave a comment below, give this video a like, and subscribe.